Hi, my name is Yanni Batzios, and I'm with Team Featurama. And what you're looking at is the login page of our website. We're not doing API calls right now, so this does not work yet. But it's ready to go. We just have to hook it up. And this is for the registration. And again, it's not hooked up. If we go back, you'll see how close this is to our original wireframe. We still have to add the buttons for our API calls with Facebook and Google later. And what I've built this with mostly is with these material UI. And what you see is like this is like a tab part, and it's nice is that you import these and they come loaded with the JavaScript in them. So you just have to, I'll show you my, so like you get a text field here and it's all JavaScript and HTML and CSS built in, and it does all the work for you. Same with all this other stuff, the avatar, the grid system. Instead of using Bootstrap, we use the grid system. And it's really nice. And we're not hooked up to the other part of the website yet because Michael's done a lot of the back end of the front end stuff, and he didn't want to have to log in every time to be able to use the application. So Michael's going to show us the rest of the website. I was just showing you the front end.
Hi, I'm Michael McCullough for Team Featurama. I'll demonstrate some of the site's functionality. First, I'll add a post. Next, I'll add a comment. Now I'll delete a comment and a post. The context menus on posts and comments and lists all have different options depending on whether or not they were created by the user. Next, I'll edit a post and change the interest that it relates to. And you can see that it appears in that tab. Now we'll go over to the Lists tab and view our favorite movies and edit one of the items in the list. That concludes my demonstration of the front-end functionality. Thank you.
All right, hello, this is Christopher Thacker, and this is a demo of some of the functionality that I've implemented thus far. So mainly, I've been responsible for two major subsystems, getting a database connection set up and manipulating user data. So to start, I have a database connector, and this literally just forwards all requests to the translator. And this is written in such a way that you can swap out the translator very easily. Just update the config file and put the translator in the directory specified, and it will automatically connect. Since we're using Mongo database, I have a Mongo translator in here, and basically it makes all of the direct connections to the database, and it is written generically, so you just pass in a model name and the data, and it will perform the CRUD operation on any model that you can pass in. Hugh and I worked on this together. For user data manipulation, this is the user roots, and it handles the control flow of what the data does, where it goes. And the actual manipulation of data is done in the user services. So this actually builds the user, sends it off to the database through the connector, etc. All of these methods are specific to the user object. This is the developer test view. So if we go and look, there's a user in here, but let's make a new one real quick. All right, let's see if that worked. It did. Our user's right here. We can see a more detailed view. We can actually edit this. Let's say I want to go by Christopher. See that gets updated. If we go back, we can also delete the user. All right, so now I'm working on authentication and basically registering and logging in. So you just saw the register form. And we have a login form, but since the front end is not connected to the back end yet, this doesn't actually log anyone in. But I can show you what it does. So when you enter valid credentials, it produces a token, and the token will be sent to the front end to log users in.
Hi, I'm Jimmy Weathers, and during this cycle of development, I was working on the back end, specifically the post and the comments functionality. Posts and comments are in their separate branches at the moment, but a pull request to master is currently pending review. Comment services has a few functions that help us call upon a database connector. Both comment and post services are very similar in behavior. They both have add new, which takes in a DTO object, get by ID, which gets the document by its ID, get by many, which gets any of those documents that fit in the parameters of the filter. Update overrides any fields that you supply it, and the hide and show functions will set is active to true and false respectively. The endpoints for both posts and comments are also very similar in behavior. As you can see, we have all of the web request actions in both routes. Create new comment, get comment, update, and delete. Now I'm going to show you the developer view. I'll enter some dummy data for the comments and then the post.
Hi everyone. I'm Hugo and I'm a member of Featurama and I'm part of backend developing team. Right now I'm working on items and list functionality of the website, and I'm going to show a little demonstration of what we have on items and list functionality. Right here is the main page of the backend testing, and you can see this all. You can access to all user, all items, and all lists. We can click in see all this. We see this is one item in the database we have right now. We can click in add new item, and let's say we can add a movie named Unforgiven, and this is the URL that lead to the movie, so the user can find out more about the movies. And the topic is gonna movie. Description is best Western movies of all time, and then we can click submit. You can see here the items is created, and this is one attribute, like is 0. We want to add a like button for the item later, so that's why it's there. And you can click on item, and you can see you can click like, and the like will increase by 1. And you can change the name of the movies, such as Unforgiven 1, and submit. You can see the name is changed. You can go back and you can see the movies is in the database. You click and see more to see more information about a movie, and you can also delete the movie from the database and click go back to the main page. You can see we can see all the lists, and this are the list we're having in the database right now. And you can create a new list similar to item. Let's say you want to create a new list 1, and the top is gonna be favorite movies, and this is the items you can select to add to the list. Let's say you want to add item 1, and click submit. Right now we don't have the connection between the list and the item yet. That's something we're working on right now, and this should when we're done, we should show all the items of the list. Similarly, click into edit, and you can change the name or add more items, and you can also delete the list. Thank you.